Today I'll show you how to quickly get the new pets, the sunflower friend and the violet friend in Adopt Me, and how to complete the entire new BEEPASS.
Wait, do you want a legendary pet? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username.
Here we are in Adopt Me. And today, as I mentioned before, I'll show you how to get these two new pets that I already have with me, which are these two pets right here. This one here is the violet friend. I'll show it to you a bit better now. It's this one, really cute. And then we have the sunflower friend, which is this other one. Both are rare, and to get them, you need to complete the brand new BEEPASS, which is right here. I've already completed it, and I'm starting it over from the beginning. And as you can see, there are a lot of levels, but not as many as in previous years. We have 13 levels. To get the first pet, which is the sunflower, this one, you only need 8, but to get the violet friend, you need 13. So it's a bit more complicated, even though their rarities are the same. So to get them, you have to buy flowers here from Johnny. And as you can see, there are 6 varieties of flowers. Each flower has a different price, as you can see, and also a different planting speed when you go to plant them. Because yes, these flower seeds that you find around the map need to be planted in these holes with the bees, which will then pollinate them, and you'll have to wait several minutes. It depends on the flowers. If you want to know how long it takes, and especially how much these flowers cost, I'll show them here on the screen. As for the roses, they take the longest because they need 15 minutes to grow, but they cost less, 25 bucks. Then we have the iris seeds, which cost 35 bucks and take 13 minutes. Next are the bluebell seeds, which here cost 45 bucks and take 11 minutes. Then we have the daisy seeds, which cost 55 bucks and take 9 minutes to grow. And then we have the last two, which are the poppy seeds that cost 65 bucks and take 7 minutes to grow. And finally the fern seeds, which are 75 bucks and take 5 minutes to grow. So the more expensive they are, let's say, the less time they take to grow. Right now I'm explaining a bit how it works, but stay for the whole video because I'll explain how to quickly complete the pass and get these new pets. The very first tip I give you is to use the hyperspeed potion. Why is that? Because the holes for planting the various seeds are scattered around the map, and as you can see, they're really far apart from each other. So to do it faster, I recommend using the hyperspeed potions. If you don't know how to do it, it's completely free. You just need to teleport to your house and place the potion cauldron, which you can find when you select edit house. Just type in hyperspeed and you'll see the speed cauldron, so you can place it for free and make your potions. It takes about a minute to make a potion, and then you'll find them in your inventory. And if you don't feel like it, or if you have a candy cannon or honey or those kinds of things, you can use those and they'll make you move faster around the map. Now I'm going to drink the hyperspeed potion and show you how much faster you can run from one place to another. I'm gonna drink them. I'll drink 3. That should be enough to go fast. And as you can see, now we'll go from one side of the map to the other much more quickly. Of course, you can also use a glider if you have one, but I prefer using potions because you go even faster. Now the second tip I have for you is to buy all the seeds you see here. I bought 10 of each pack. So I bought 10 roses, 10 irises, and so on. Then now I'll explain a bit about how to plant them. As you can see, each pot requires different flowers. For example, here it needed a rose, which was the hardest to plant. Then it wants daisies and bluebells. And if we look here on the map, we have 4 slots to plant our flowers within the map. So in the area closest to the new pass. So I recommend planting the most difficult flowers here, namely the roses, irises, and bluebells. Why is that? Because since they're closer and take more time, you can pick them first after they've grown to 100%. So I recommend, for example, planting a rose here now. Let's try going to the other side. Let's see if there's already something there. Yes, there was already something here, so let's go ahead and pick it up for a moment. Then let's go plant, for example, a bluebell here. Then let's plant a daisy here. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be another spot here. Yes, exactly, right behind the hospital. Then here, maybe I'll plant another rose. Okay, once that's done, at least here you'll have the ones that take longer. See, 14 minutes, or over there, there's the daisy, which takes a bit less. About 10 minutes. Having the ones that take longer closer by is better, and I recommend it. Now, another piece of advice I have is to go to the outer parts of the map, where there are 8 slots to plant your seeds. I recommend planting the simpler ones there. By the way, always check what you need, but it seems to me that I need a lot of irises from what I see, and I also see a lot of daisies. So maybe I'll go plant a lot of irises right here around the map, which I think is better, because I've noticed that some pots require as many as 3 irises. So I think I'll go plant all my poppy seeds here around the map, and I think that's better. So let's plant here as well. You can also plant more, even the same type of flower all over the map, since it only takes 5 minutes and these will grow, so in my opinion, it's easy. These are all the spots where you need to plant them. I'm showing them to you now. I'm going to plant the same type of flower everywhere, so at least I know those are taken care of. Unfortunately, it takes a bit of time to go all around the map to plant them, but if you use the tips I mentioned earlier, obviously it will take you less time. I'm going to put all my poppy seeds right here in these holes. There should be another one here, and in theory, we're done. Okay, I've planted all the simple seeds. So you see, 6 minutes, 5 minutes. I can already go and harvest them all, so it takes less time. And then I can move on to the next flower, while here in the center, the more difficult ones are growing in the meantime. Now I'll show you what happens if you complete a flower. Let me see if there's a pot that's almost done. Yes, I have this one here from what I can see, but I'm still missing a daisy and a poppy, so unfortunately I have to wait a bit for them to grow to show you. Each pot you complete will give you 50 XP for your pass. And if we go here, as you can see, the first levels require only 50 XP. As we progress, for example, when we need to get the sunflower friend, it will require as much as 200 XP for this pet. So if we complete all 6 pots, we get a total of 300 XP. But be careful, if you complete all the pots, you'll get a new bonus of 300 XP. So all the completed pots, which are 6, give you 300 XP plus a 300 XP bonus for completing them all. So a total of 600 XP. To complete the entire pass, you would need to do this work, I think, 3 or 4 times. So unfortunately, it takes a bit of time. You need to be patient to complete the whole pass. These are the items you can find. There are a lot of them. Many are furniture for houses. And for example, we have the fountain. Here we have this television, we have this vase, then we have this beehive-shaped oven, this beehive-shaped sink, this fridge here. We even have this sofa, and of course we have the pets. So basically, these are all house decorations plus various pets. Another tip I give you is to use your alt accounts, because as you can see right now, I'm just standing here. Unfortunately, this update is useful, but you have to wait a long time to collect the flowers. While you're waiting, I recommend logging in with your alt account on .me as well. You can even join the same server and do exactly what I've already done, plant all the seeds. This is because if you complete the pass, and maybe it takes you 2 or 3 hours to finish it, at least you'll have completed it on your alt account as well. And instead of having 2 pets, you'll have 4. And if you have more than 1 account, you can even use more. So maybe in 2 hours, you can make the new pets neon right away. The last trick to get these pets, which in my opinion is also the best, is to get them through the crystal eggs, because yes, if we go here, we can see that they are also found inside the crystal eggs. And since they are rare pets, the probability of finding them is much higher compared to, say, legendary ones. In fact, if we look at the odds for the crystal eggs, we can see that to find the rare pets, we have a 50% chance, so it's much easier to find these new pets inside the eggs. So if you have tickets, or if you have mega pets to put here to release in order to get tickets and buy the crystal eggs, in my opinion, you should do it, because it's much easier to find them here than by completing the pass. Now I'll show you the pets a bit more up close. Maybe I'll show you the different tricks. And this one here is the sunflower friend. I'll show you some of the cutest tricks for a moment. We have Joyful, which is this trick here. In my opinion, it's my favorite trick for this pet. Then we have this trick where it basically spins around the map, which I think is really cute. And if you want to see it a bit better, here is the pet up close if you want to take a look. I think it's really cute. It kind of reminds me of those toy plants. I don't know if you know what I mean. Maybe if I find a picture, I'll put it here somewhere. Anyway, I really like this one. This one, on the other hand, is the violet friend. I also think this one is really cute. Maybe it would be better to see it recolored, I don't know, but I prefer the sunflower. Let me know in the comments if you like this update, and especially if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in another video.